Hi, this is Helen from Three Winks Design, and I'm here to show you some really festive things that you can find at Dollar Tree to make wonderful decorations for your home for the holidays. To begin with, I went and took my little Dollar Tree run and found some really sparkly ornaments. One of the things I found were these mounted deer head ornaments. See how they have the string to hang them from your tree? But I thought that these would make great place card holders at a sparkly table setting. So I'm going to show you how to do that today. First of all, the back is just blank and glittery, and so we needed to make a way to make them stand up. One of the other things that you can find at Dollar Tree are these little bells. Now the bells come on one long string that you can use them like a garland. So I had to cut them off and re-glue these caps on. So I just used the glue gun to put a blob of glue, or you could use E6000 glue, but remember you'd have to let that sit and dry for a while before you could go ahead and use the bells. So with a glue gun it's a little bit faster. So I glued these together, the caps on, and then I'm going to make these little bells into a stack to use them as a tripod on the back of the deer. The part that I'm gluing together are the little caps themselves. They come together just perfectly. So I'll put some glue here and add the other bell next to it, like so. Let that dry for just a minute. They come in gold and silver. I happen to have a white tablecloth with gold and silver little bands in it, and so the gold and silver is kind of a fun idea, I think, for me to use. You could just use one or the other if you wanted to. Then I put one on top to finish the tripod off. Whoops. Like so. Just give it a couple minutes to set. Now, you're going to have the back part is going to stick out and be the side that's showing. This is the side that's going to be against the deer. Now, I'm leaving the string on the deer because my guests might want to take the whole deer home and use it as an ornament on their tree after the dinner is over. So I'm leaving that string on, and then the bells will just add to the ornament themselves. So I can see that I want it to stand up like this. And I want to make sure that little bell down there in the front is kind of straight on down on the ground too. So I'm going to add glue to the bell itself. Nice amount so that it holds really well. Don't get your strings stuck in it though. Make sure it'll stand as you do it. The bell gets a little bit hot from the hot glue, so be careful that you don't burn yourself. Kind of adjust it as you go. And there you have this beautiful little stand, and it works. Put my son-in-law's place card right there. And you can set a beautiful place setting. If you look at the blog at Three Winks Design, I'm going to show you some still pictures and the ways that we've used these in some place setting ideas. Okay, now the second little project I'm going to show you is something that I just was really excited about doing because I found these adorable ornaments at Dollar Tree and I just love them. They're just this little filigree star, and it has this pale blue bell. They have them in other colors too, but this one really looks so pretty to me. I love that little pale blue bell. And I wanted to do something with it besides just hang it on the tree, so I decided to make this little chandelier. The fun thing about this chandelier is it lights up, and I'll show you some pictures of that in a little bit. So first of all, one of the things that you're going to need, besides I purchased about 5 or 6 of these little ornaments to use on the chandelier, plus once again I'm using the bells that I used for the back of the deer, I shouldn't say deers. And I also purchased a 2-pack of these little wreath rings that they have at Dollar Tree. So for $1 you get two pieces, you know, so you can make 2 wreaths for $1. So this is what I did first. One of the things that you can also buy at Dollar Tree is this garland. They have it in lots of colors. I bought the silver, of course, to go with the silver that I'm doing. And I started out by just wrapping the wreath. I have it so that the bottom of the wreath that you're going to see hanging down is the part you'll see that sticks down. So that's the part that's down. And I just laid the garland on there. And you could glue it if you wanted with the glue gun in place, but I just started wrapping it around itself, so it's just sort of held itself in place. And I wrapped it around and around, you know, close together so it would hide the wire until the whole thing was covered. And then after I had the whole wreath covered, you can carefully push apart, and I just kind of snipped the knot off the top of this ornament string, and I would push apart the tinsel until I could see the wire, and I would tie it around that wire. I'm not going to do it right now, but you can understand what I mean. I would just tie it around. I strategically placed them around so that they were spaced around on the hanging, to hang down on the, from like a chandelier. And then I took the bells and I tied them in between each star. As you can see on the one that I finished up there, you can see that the bells are hanging down in between. And I used all silver bells on that one to go with the silver theme. Now, I really wanted my chandelier to light up, so it will hang over my dining room table all lit up. And I really love that Dollar Tree carries these little packs of LED lights that have battery packs in them for just $1. They're so cool. For example, on mine I used the star garland of my light set. This set is the snowflakes. You can see. Whoops. Now the snowflakes, these snowflakes are on green wire, but the star ones that I used, let me show you those. They're on this clear wire, so that was great because it blended in with the silver really well. And they take AA batteries. They're a little bit tricky to undo. You have to pull this off down here. It's kind of like hard to pull off a little bit, but once you get that off, you turn it like this. You have to really turn it around and fit the AA batteries in there, and then close it back up. And there's a little switch back here for, this one kind of pulled out, hold on. Anyway, there's a little switch right there for turning them on. And they're really bright. So on the blog, you'll see at night, I lit it up so that you'd be able to see it lit up at night. And then you unwind them, and I just carefully wrap them around so that the stars would land in between where the bells and the ornaments were hanging. And you can see that up there. If you get real close and show you, you can kind of see where the lights lay on the bottom side of the wreath. Now, the tricky part was, how was I going to hang this chandelier? I had picked up some ribbon at Dollar Tree. They have these 12-foot rolls. This one is gold. I also had silver, which I used on my chandelier, and I cut lengths of it. It's 12 feet. I cut it into 3-foot lengths, so I had 4 3-foot lengths. And I wrapped them. You can look up there again. I keep referring to that. I wrapped them around and brought them up to the top. And at the top, I used 3 to wrap around the wreath, sorry. I used 3 to wrap around the wreath. But at the top, I used the last section to make sort of a bow to hide the top. Because when I pulled those all up together, I just safety pinned them in place. Then I used a command strip hook to hang them from the ceiling. So the hook will be able to be removed later. But I hung it up there and it lights up and it's really beautiful. If you go to the blog, 3winksdesign.com, you'll be able to see it all lit up and how pretty it looks. And it's real easy to turn on. I hid the battery pack on the top side like this of the wreath, so it's up there. It blends in pretty well. You can't see it very well from below as you're sitting below it. And it's easy to reach to turn on and makes a pretty little chandelier for the holidays over the table. I was really excited about it. And I think with my glittery little place card holders and my chandelier wreath, I have a good start on a glittery, fancy kind of holiday dinner thanks to Dollar Tree this year. So you can log on to dollartree.com and order all the things that you would like to use to make your own holiday decorations like this, or you can run into the store and pick up what you need. So if you order, you get free shipping. If you have them ship it to your own Dollar Tree store, you can just go pick up what you order from the store and have a great time coming up with your own holiday ideas with all the pretty little glittery things that they have at Dollar Tree. Thanks for watching.